Alright, so welcome back to Whitehouse Farm. What we're doing today is replacing the valve cover gasket on my '05 Nissan Sentra here. And as you can tell, looking down here, it's starting to leak oil out of the sides here. And that's normally a sign that the gasket's failing. Basically it goes from like a rubbery gasket to like a plastic and snaps and breaks and is brittle. And they just, they need to be replaced. So we got a new one here. And this is a Fill Pro, and there's the number on it, DS50617R. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it out of here. And one more little piece there. Alright, so there it is. That's what failed, and that's why there's oil coming out. So let's go ahead, we're gonna disconnect this wire here. We're gonna disconnect here, pull this off. We're gonna take all these out, all of our coil packs here, and then got one more to disconnect here, and then we should be able to take the screws out and take that cover off. Comes off. That pulls out like that. This one, there's a little tab there. Pulls off. Pop right up out of here. Tell it's been a long time since that's been removed because it's very brittle, the plastic. Pop that last one up out of there. Move that whole thing off to the side. That way it's out of the way. And disconnect this hose right here. Disconnect this right here. All right. So that should be everything, all disconnected. So now we go ahead and start removing the valve cover bolts. Get all them out. You can hit some of them with some PB Blast. Just remember, that's a different size and color and everything of the other ones. All right, then your last one. And that's really big. And there it goes. All right. And there it is. So now, we can take this old one off. And we can go ahead and clean this all up. Alright, so a lot of times you can put like a Permatex or whatever gasket sealer in the corners. This one I'm not going to do it. These gaskets in here usually work pretty good, and that one's been on there for a long time and it just started leaking, so I'm just going to put the new one on. If I do notice it starts leaking, this is a really simple job. You saw what I already did. Just take this off. It's pretty simple, and it'll be even easier next time because the valve cover will come right off, just because the old gasket was on there for such a long time. But let's go ahead and we'll put the new gasket in here, and also we're going to replace this piece right here. This comes off, and we'll put the new one on there. And here's the new one, and it's just gonna fit right over this. Yep, just like that. Really simple. And now we're gonna take our gasket, we're gonna face it with the point here so it fits in down here, and it'll fit all into place. You just push it in, and there's little tabs, rubber tabs in this to help hold it in. And you can see how everything's lining up. Looks like someone decided to join us. Apricot, what are you doing in here? Huh? What are you doing in here? You know you shouldn't be in here. Alright, get out. Alright, so now that's on there, we're just gonna flip this over and put it back on. Also, I wanted to let you know when you did have it flipped over, just to inspect the rubber seals there. Make sure they're not cracked or leaked, because you can replace those as well. Alright, so that is back on there now. So now we can start putting our bolts in. And we're not going to tighten them up yet. We're just going to go ahead and put them in there. So remember, the really long one goes up here. And then the second longest one goes right there. So now we have all the bolts back in. We can go ahead and start torquing these down. Alright, so you're going to tighten them in this order. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over here. All right, once you get that all torqued down, we're gonna go ahead and start connecting everything back up here, get our coil packs back in. So that's back on there. We're all plugged back in. Everything's together. Just tighten these up. So we are all back together, all tightened down. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spray this, get all that oil off so I can see if I have any new leaks. Because you wanna see if it's leaking. Like I said, if it is, I could just take it back off and throw a little, you know, Permatex in the corners there. But this should work. I don't think we'll have any issues with it leaking. Alright. So my wife fired it up for me so I could actually look at it and watch it. But we're going to let it warm up for about a half hour or so. Take it for a test drive. And then go check it again and just see if there's any leaks. Other than that, we should be all set here. So I'll check back with you here in a little bit. Alright, so I went for a quick 10-mile drive with this sucker, and I do not see any leaks. You can see some, because it's so hot, you can see some of the old oil burning off there. But yeah, it looks good. Alright, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description. There's the old one, and that is the new one. And there's different types. I mean, they all work the same. Just make sure you got both parts in there. You need that little sucker there too. But it's all set now. So once again, we guys hope you like, enjoy, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye guys.
You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me.
All right, Olaf. We'll see you on the next one. All right, bye, Obo.
Hi, guys.